Please give me a chance. No, please.
Put her out of her.
Don't do this to me, please. Please.
I'm here.
No one else says. No one else.
That's not true.
Just when I think that I've lost everything, I keep on losing, Rip. There's no end to how far you can fall.
I won't let you.
I'm not doing anything other than trying to feel normal, Rip.
I'm going to have words
No,
with the coroner.
that won't solve anything. It will not solve anything.
It was already planned.
No, Rip, Kiner wasn't even the one who made the decision.
Then who the fuck did?
Abigail. But you going and yelling at either of them isn't going to do anything. The only thing I can hope is that they're going to consent to a rational conversation. And instead of just accusing me of things and telling me to shut up and sit down and not utter a word in my defence, that they'll actually listen to me. That's the only hope I've got right now, Rick.
Well, I can at least help clear up the issues with the department. Beckwith agreed, and he's sick and tired of it as well.
I don't know what this... Whatever is going on in the department, I don't know what it is, Rip. I just know that I tried, before I checked my telegrams earlier, I tried to speak with Poppet, figure out what exactly her issue was with me. She responded by screaming at me, "What's your issue with me?" And then I was finally able to get it out of her that she still believes that I somehow did something within the department to get them to withhold information from her on my behalf. Which I haven't done, but apparently me saying that isn't enough. And so it's
And Beckwith isn't happy with that either. He's really not happy with her. And it was his idea to stop any information going her way until further notice.
That probably should have been communicated to the editors with a reason why.
We wanted to have a meeting with Coiner.
And Coiner's been away.
I know. But me and Beckwith, these last few days when I've spoken to him, it's like, yep, still reaching out, waiting for Coiner. I saw Amelie in Blackwater, and I told her she better get him to wake up tonight. Kick him in the nuts if she has to.
It's not Coiner though. I think the problem
It
is
doesn't...
that he hasn't been around.
Okay. But I can have words with him, clear up the situation from the department side, and also bring light to whatever bullshit it is that Poppet is doing.
I keep trying to see the best in people. And I think that's where I keep shooting myself in the foot. Because I don't know if whatever Poppet is doing is intentionally malicious. But for some reason, despite my trustworthy record, nothing I can say in my own defense means anything.
If I'm being blunt, she sees you as a threat. You're good at your job. And she has to pester and be a nuisance to deputies. I'm not happy with it.
You understand that if that's coming from you, it makes
and I will
it
happily say that to her.
No. Do you understand that if that's coming from you, it makes it look like it's something that I'm doing within the department to prioritise me getting the information? Do you understand how that looks for me, Rip?
I can imagine and I can understand that that's the painting that people are trying to paint. However, I am my own person. And if they're trying to accuse me of forcing others to not give information to reporters, which, by the way, I have never done, and I would never do, and I've communicated back and forth with Beckwith because he is the somewhat liaison with the newspaper and the department.
Aye, he's supposed to be.
And I've talked to him multiple times, and he's like, yep, no, I appreciate you doing that, thank you. Because he gets harassed constantly. Multiple telegrams from Poppet.
Then I think that he needs to be the one who talks to people.
And when someone actively is in a situation, like I was in Gorma, like I have been with all of the incidents that I've told to you, first person perspective and report, yeah, no shit, I'm gonna talk about it to you.
Well,
and she pulled me aside the one day asking for me to reach out to her. I don't know her. I forgot her telegram months ago.
I'm just saying.
If she's acting this childish, I don't want to know her.
For some reason, she's convinced that I got information about that story when I didn't even bother to ask you because I saw that she had a draft in. And she thinks that I'm withholding that information from her and that she couldn't get through the department. I just don't see how you going and shouting at someone is going to make anything better.
Not going to shout.
I don't mean I'm sorry if I'm not using the right word choice right now.
No, you don't have to be.
I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. I know that you just want to fix things and you want to help. But I don't think that you stepping in on my behalf is going to make that happen. It's going to reinforce the wrong ideas that people already have. I need to wait and see if I get a telegram from Crainer and Abigail.
And I need you to have a little faith in me with how it's presented. With what we're doing on our end.
I know, I'm just...
It will certainly help you and yours.
I'm not perfect, Rip. I did do something I shouldn't have done last night. But I had to do it because I was going to blow up on people. Let's get off this. Get off this car spray.
Come on.
You hungry? You're not eating the stuff I leave for him? His lips are very obviously dehydrated. You need water.
Yeah. We'll have to, head up to the lake or something. Thank you.
Rip can't even take care of himself. Yeah, that's right. Where'd Tara go? Tara fell off the bridge.
Hiding away in the bush. Hey, hey. Easy. I understand you have concerns that when we approach them and bring it up, there that potential of backlash, right?
Aye.
Considering the issues that are inside the department, that Beckwith has been faced with, that I've been faced with, I don't think anything is gonna be painted towards you. And when we have the names of the individuals, it's pop it. Every single time. And I'm sorry if I'm blunt to the point where I will happily tell her to her face. But if she's acting so fucking childish, then she needs to go fucking sit on a naughty step or something. I don't have the time for that. I have adults with the mindsets of children. I already have to babysit.
Last night I was just casually in town. And I spoke with Abigail and Crainer. And then Puppet showed up. And Abigail goes, okay, we're going to have a conversation now. Wilkes go away. And tells me that I need to shut up and not say anything. And then she starts levying all these accusations towards me. Saying I've been writing other people's articles for him, that I've been stealing. It's just so baseless, Rip. I can't even... I finally said, No, I've got to speak here because you're not saying things that are true. There has been some sort of misunderstanding. And she just wanted to yell. And I knew that I was going to blow up. And I got on my horse and I rode away. Because I was being treated like a child for no reason. Sit down, shut up. It had some sort of grand scheme to make Puppet and I get along somehow, sending us both off to Guarma to go look for, what's his name? That missing reporter.
Wait, there's a reporter missing?
He's very strange. He's been under Crispin. He's been under an investigation for stuff, and he went off to Guarma weeks ago. He went off to Guarma weeks ago, and he's not been heard of from since. And so they were gonna make us go to Guarma to sort out your differences, but I didn't ever have a problem with Puppet as my issue. I've just been getting accused of stuff by Puppet. And then backing away from everything, letting her have everything so I don't have to deal with that sort of drama because I don't need that in my life.
And so you went up to the snow. You did the mature thing.
Well, I shouted and ran off.
Removing yourself from the situation. And taking time to cool down. As much as I love Cash, I don't have any care for her.
I didn't think that I had an issue with Abigail. Hung out with her the other night as a friend, and she never said anything. And then that same day, I spoke with her over work things, and she never said anything, never indicated that there was anything wrong. Never indicated that anything that had ever been discussed was unresolved and needed to be brought back up.
Have you spoken to Cash?
No, I haven't, and I don't see the point in that.
From all the information I've taken in and processed. Excuse my French, it just sounds like they're a bunch of whining assholes. Childish behavior. It's like a case of pick me, pick me, pick me. I want the story, I want the story, I want the story. Bitching and complaining.
Sure, I mean, everyone wants good stories, but That's the thing, is I have backed off of the ones that Puppet clearly wants. That's not even to say that she essentially puts in a draft that is no better than violence in the crossing and uses that to essentially preemptively claim stories.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that personally. I feel like that's very vague and just...
It's a stupid American saying, Bagheera.
Lack of a better word, pathetic. Attention seeking. Ass kissing. I can assure you, when me and Beckwith talk with Corner, it's not going to be shouting. It's going to be to the point, meticulous, and it'll present everything from our point of view.
Please.
In terms of, and I'm saying this...
Beckwith. Lead it, at the very least.
I already planned on that. I've already had conversations with sheriffs to say, if anything comes up with you, I have to do my best to stay out of it. Professionally speaking.
Which is the only thing that makes sense.
It's like how doctors can't treat their own families. Kind of silly in an emergency, but I respect it nonetheless.
You know that Puppet recently got promoted to senior reporter as well.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
Feel like there is nothing that I can really do because it seems like people are set on believing that I'm lying, believing that what might have been a mistake is a malicious, intentional thing. So it doesn't matter what I say in my defense because I'm just lying about it. And I can't even begin to fathom what would make them think that about me. What's changed? What have I done? Abigail said in her telegram that I've not taken direction. I've not been given direction. Cleaner spoke to me over a week ago. He brought up something stupid. I told you it was that I'd seen Peaches holding up Wilkes outside of Blackwater. I ran into town and I sat in Anon, and then I went back out to the church to see what was going on. Peaches shot at me from about 300 yards away and then rode off. And somehow that turned into Saffron is doing vigilantism.
Yet again,
somehow
people on the
that turned
crossing
into
don't
a
truly
problem.
understand what vigilantism is. And I'm
Well,
kind of sick
no,
and tired of people throwing it around as often as they do. It's getting tedious.
they don't, but I also don't know how anyone could even take an improper perception of that and twist it into that.
Just sounds like she's delusional.
Well, I don't know who's making that accusation. I don't know what's been said to Crainer. I only know that he asked me about it and he wanted me to clarify. And I thought that with that conversation, it was done. And I don't again. What's going on with Abigail? You know that Thorn got a hold of her, right? She did something to her.
Yeah, and I was the one to fucking go and save her.
So I don't know kind if something in that has changed her perception of things. It's made her choose to see the wrong side of things. I can.
It's not a bad piece of information to know. I may bring that up with others, actually. She may need to relinquish any title.
Who, Abigail?
Yes.
She's the editor. She's the junior editor. She's not got a.
If she's under the influence of something, then she will not be deemed fit for work.
Rip, I'm under the influence of something.
In an editor position, there's authority that comes with that, which can be grotesquely abused.
The thing is, you might care and I might care, but no one else is gonna care.
I don't think that's true. You're a fighter.
Doesn't seem to matter.
You're gonna get through this.
But without a job, I don't have a reason to be here. And I'll go insane. Do you understand that? I can't be left alone with my own head.
I'm here for you.
I know. what you want to be, Rip. Much bigger than that. If I'm out of work, if I don't have anything to do to preoccupy my time, I don't want to meet who I might be.
And I will be there every step of the way.
No, Rip, you won't be. You'll be working. You'll be living your life. You'll be out there making a difference.
I want to live my life with you.
You don't understand what I'm saying. I understand your intent,
I know.
but there's a difference between intent and reality and how things work out. Thank you for trying to fix things. Please understand that some things can't just be fixed.
You know I'm too stubborn to think that. As long as I have breath in my lungs, I will try and bleed blood from stones. If there's absolutely anything I can do, I will do it.
I'm just very quickly running out of any hope, Rip. Been running dry for a very long time.
Let me have the conversation.
Can't stop you from doing anything.
But I have to ask you. At this point, would you even go back?
I have to. I want to.
You want to?
This is not. This is.
Then don't
I've
give
got to
up.
get things fixed, and that's why I need to try and have actual conversations with people. I don't think others doing it on my behalf is going to do anything.
I'm not doing it on your behalf. I'm doing this from the perspective of the department. I want you to have your conversations. I want you to actually have a fucking conversation with Coiner. Pardon my language. If I have to go in there and drag his ass to wherever, then I will.
I don't have anything to say. I just know that everything's against me always, all the time. That just seems to be the way the world works.
Nobody said it was going to be a walk in the park, huh?
It has nothing to do with being a walk in the park. Has to do with being allowed to walk. At all. And if people won't take me at my word, then I've got nothing. People can say whatever they want.
You have more than you know. I just need you to keep fighting. And I know you can. Yes, there may be a dark cloud over your head at the moment. But after every storm, there's a rainbow. I know. Cliché, yes.
Very much so.
I'm sorry it took so long to get up there.
No.
And I'm sorry I wasn't around last night.
Not your fault. I just wanted to talk to someone. Didn't have anyone to talk to. That's all. Not your fault, Rip. I'm always alone. That's just the way life is. For some people. Connections typically turn into backstabbing or fade away.
Well, I'm not gonna let you fade away.
It's going to depend on how the next few days play out. Sergeant Neil, thank you so much for those gifted subs. And Kryptonic, So dead accurate.
I have something in mind if you'd like.
What do you mean?
I know it's greatly off topic, but if you're interested in something, I had a telegram from Hiro.
Asking what?
Mostly asking if saying I hope you haven't died. I hope you're not dead. I'd have to get the telegram.
Because he hasn't heard from you in a while, is that what?
I've been under the weather, so haven't had a chance to really send many telegrams.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could go up and check in with him. Maybe do a little bit more hunting with that bait.
Maybe.
Maybe this time you don't get tackled by a coyote.
Maybe. Although right now I'm gonna admit that this is all making my head hurt very badly. It might just be easier to lay down and wait for telegrams to be answered.
Where would you like me to take you?
I don't know. I really don't want to go to Blackwater right now.
Well, I can take you to where I've been staying, but are you a fan of fish?
What?
The Oangila Lake, little campsite there. We went there once.
I know the place.
You can stay there if you'd like.
I was thinking about going up into the snow again. That's why I've got this jacket.
I need you to be very careful if you're around up there.
What's happening up there?
Last update I had is James is up there. Severely wounded.
Like it is, I suppose.
I'm gonna be around more for you.
That's not the problem, right?
No, I'm not saying that as a problem. I'm making that as a statement. I'm gonna be around.
Right.
I love you.
Love you too. Should have said I know. Boy, he is very, very spinally flexible. And then we both fly off the cliff and in cap and have to wait for the rangers to come save us. Feels his back for spine.
Depending on how the next few days go. Would you be interested in a trip out to Guama?
Although I'd like to get some sort of talks going, because I can't have telegrams there, you know.
That's why I meant over the next few days.
I'm just going to be in a constant state of anxiety until I can see the path to resolution on things. They were going to have us go out there and look for Crispin. I would have done that. I was willing to do that. It was Puppet who straight up looked at them and said, no, she's not going to Gormouth. I'd be happy to. Don't mind an assignment.
Just sounds like Puppet is the one that,
She's also the one writing most of the articles that are inflammatory. All those James Kelly ones.
I don't think the department holds any love for her.
Although don't say that, because that's like a pen name sort of. People don't know her last name.
Mm-hmm.
And if that somehow gets out now, I'm sure that they'll assume that Saffron is maliciously spreading that to get Puppet hurt. Because, of course, that's the sort of thing.
And I'll tell them to their faces that they are delusional and need a reality check. Need to get their heads out of their fucking asses and stop sniffing their own shit. And realize that whatever fucking powder she's blown in their eyes is messing with their perception.
That's not good. What I'm curious about is if Beckwith actually telegrammed Kleiner Abigail explaining the issue with Puppet's behavior, or if they just waited for a face-to-face, ending up making it look worse for Saff. Oh. They probably just were waiting for a face-to-face. And Coiner's been out. He's been gone multiple times. Because he's busy with staff things and just character reasons.
I would say the left tent. Probably the furthest away from all the fish.
I'm not really concerned about the fish rip. spent years sleeping in camps worse than this.
I gotta say, the coat suits you.
Oh. Didn't really look at it, I just grabbed something warm.
Kind of reminds me of the vest you picked up.
Aye. Aye. Similar pattern.
I'll go check in on your crates and such.
Make sure you take food from them too, although it doesn't really matter. It really matters, and that's the problem.
It matters to me.
There is a new one. I'll whisper to you where it is.
Mm-hmm.
You'll figure it out. Again, it doesn't really matter that much, so someone takes and they take.
Well, I don't want them taking what food you prepare. Or the gifts I leave behind.
Is that the chocolate?
Mm-hmm. I was hoping to get an assortment of chocolate, but they, I think they may have scammed me on it.
You'd probably have to go down in Saint Denis and find something special.
Well, we have someone who keeps bringing crates of imported whiskeys and bourbons and rums and all manners of foods. I think the one day I asked for an assortment of chocolates. Either others in the department ate them all, or something happened.
Yep, Crit. You just labeled the chocolate. Just like I label the meat. I suppose it's the thought that counts, right? Please make fun of him in his chat. Just like, it's called a label. You just label it, and then you have whatever you
I just want
want.
to see you happy.
That's going to be a very difficult goal for you to have, right? Doesn't happen often.
I don't know the meaning of the word difficult. Although I've been summed up as being that many a time.
Alright.
I'm also too stubborn to back down. You already know that.
I used to think I was that way too.
You are that way.
Beaver in the background. Weird stuff.
I know deep down inside of you there is a fire, just like your hair.
I mean, maybe if it wasn't there, I would still have a job, but who knows? Maybe if I just groveled on my belly and said, "Hey, those things you're accusing me of, I'm sorry for doing them, even though I didn't do them, but you know, so long as it makes things better."
I've always said it. I'd rather work with folks that are willing to step up and give a harsh truth than work with yes men.
That's the thing, is no one will give a harsh truth. They just beat around the bush and they expect you to understand what they're not saying. And then when you demand specifics so that you can understand, they get upset and offended.
That's why I'd never be a teacher. I have far too many parents trying to pull my ear just to hear them bitching and complain that, how dare you be mean to my little Jimmy? That's basically popping.
Right. Uh-huh.
Not me trying to do a puppet voice. God, no. It's just kind of how I see those individuals operate. How I see many individuals operate in the fucking crossing. You kidding me? Some folks have egos so fragile, papers, words printed on them makes them freak out.
Well, that's every criminal in the crossing, Rip. I'm surprised that you're surprised by that.
Not necessarily surprised, it's just I want to see an actual outlaw come through. Someone with grit and backbone.
You want to try? You want to see a real outlaw? Listen to yourself, Rip.
I've been in the crossing for a long time now. Not as long as most, but a long time. And it's just... I don't know. A level of predictable.
I mean, that's...
But what do I know? I've been
People are just predictable.
raised up in a lawman's family my entire life. Maybe I don't know any better.
Did I can?
You rest up. I hope you feel better.
Hopefully I'll get one of those done, but... Let's see.
Good night.
Night. Okay. That's gonna end Saffron for now. I'm not sure if I want to try and do scythe things or what I should do. But I do want to play. No, we don't. No one thinks that anyone's dissing Connor. It's just funny. The emotional terrorist isn't like... oh, is he over there calling me an emotional terrorist? Ouch. I mean, you stream after you walked away and I just hear, I don't like this. Yeah, no one does. That's the problem. She tried to warn Rip before dating her. She did. She literally did. She sure did tell him she was broken. And that was before the game. Yeah. Yep. Okay, back to the opening scene, because so you know the opening scene I did on this bit here? I've been planning leaning into a scene like that for a while, and I just want to know how you perceived that. I know it was a little bit drawn out. I was curious if anyone had figured out she was standing on Bacchus before I revealed it or not. Well, of course you did, Big Garrett, because we literally discussed the potential of a scene like that last night. I just didn't know it would be today. I heard the waterfall before the bridge came to view, so I knew it was at least around water. Yeah, I deliberately let the roar of the water start permeating, because I'd had everything muted until that point. I left details at the telegram station, so I figured Rip... unless everything went wrong, I figured that Rip should find them and know to head that way. Which I'm glad that he did, clearly. That was a big risk. All right. But if he came down, walking on, yeah, he probably rushed out there.